We've had these conversations in private, but for me, I want our city to have the airport.
Palm Coast Mayor Mike Norris discussed the possibility of city ownership of the Flagler Executive Airport at this week's City Council meeting.
As the complaints continue from citizens about the noise produced by the Flagler Executive Airport,
they don't even have an aviation attorney on retainer to even tell them what they should be doing or what they're doing wrong. So I think we should need to pressure the county into turning over the airport to us. That's me personally, and I don't know what kind of legal hurdles we'd have to go through to get to that, but we are losing a lot of economic opportunity by the county controlling that airport.
Going a bit deeper, Councilman Ty Miller says the city is at the mercy of the county and the FAA.
Based on all the discussion we've had at the dais, that we really have no authority over FAA or the airport's county, and then anything that's in the air is FAA. So the city, unfortunately, lacks the authority to restrict that in many different ways.
Miller is also referring to the noise issue expressed by area residents. More from Vice Mayor Teresa Pontieri.
We can request what's called a Part 13 proceeding with the airport. That is it's like a informal mediation type thing, where basically we write them a letter and we say, listen, airport, we could try to pass an ordinance regarding noise, and we can put the ball in your court to challenge it if you would like to challenge it, airport or FAA, or we can all come to the table and do this Part 13 proceeding where essentially we put evidence in front of a hearing officer that says, look, these are the flights that are flying underneath 1,000 feet that aren't going on the contours, aren't going on the flight plans. And you can see all of these. There's overlays. There's a GIS technology that you can use to see what's going on up there.
All council members agree to pursue the Code of Federal Regulations, Part 13. For Flagler's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Friday, April 4th.
We've met with the public, tried to be as transparent as possible. Traffic is always an issue, but I feel we'll be able to work through that.
We're learning more about plans for a large housing development that could transform the city of Bunnell.
City Manager Alvin Jackson joined the Friday Free-for-All last week to share details about the reserve at Haw Creek, an 8,000-home development west of the city.
I like to quantify really what that means, and what we've negotiated with the developer, if our board agrees to it, it's about $185,900,000 in infrastructure improvements that would be actually handed over to the city, and that's new wastewater, water facility, roads, garbage trucks, etc. And with that project, it would be $41 million given to the school for school mitigation fees, and an estimated ad valorem of $20 million. Plus negative, and annual utility collections of about $17 million.
90% of the development will be made up of a mix of single-family homes, apartments, duplexes, townhomes, and condos.
Our board wanted to maintain the 60% green space, and in that project, there will be neighborhoods, and within those neighborhoods, what we required is for them to set aside 10% for sustainable housing. And so instead of it all being placed in one place, each neighborhood 10% had, and it's deed restricted.
The Bunnell City Commission and Planning Board held a joint workshop on the plan last month. I'm Daryl Moody reporting.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. Nexus 360 is excited to announce that proceeds from the Sky Glow drone show and Warbirds Over Flagler event on March 22nd have been donated to two impactful Flagler County nonprofits. Greg Blase is the CEO.
We were pleased to announce that we were donating $500 to the Hispanic American Cultural Society Scholarship Fund and $1,000 to the Teens in Flight Scholarship Fund. As we talked about leading up to the event, one of the reasons why Kelly and I wanted to do the Sky Glow Drone Show was to, help pique interest in aviation and STEM education in our community. So really the impact goes beyond the skies with these selected donations. It's about illuminating the futures, not just the sky.
Blase says Nexus 360 intends to keep making a positive impact on the lives of young people in Flagler County.
We're excited to continue to support youth. It's something that both Kelly and I have done throughout our careers, not just here in Flagler County, but elsewhere. And we're excited to, be able to give back for the first time as a newly launched company. And we look forward to much higher donations amounts in the future when we have more successful events and initiatives executed in our community.
The weekend is here and there's plenty of family fun to be had in Flagler County. This is Stacy with Fun for Augie Kids.
Volusia Flagler Turtle Patrol is hosting their annual Turtle Fest. Take part in a fun day featuring giant tortoise races, kids activities, environmental exhibits, raffle prizes, bake sale, vendors, and more. Grab the kids and join the Green Heritage Nursery for their first kids garden party. Kids will choose an edible plant for their home garden, learn all about the plant and how to care for it. For more on these events and others, please visit us on our website at fun4augiekids.com. Have a great weekend.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.
And now, Mike Lee Show with your WNZF local sports update.
Tuesday night, the WNZF Sports Network was at the Ship when Matanzas softball hosted the alma mater, St. Augustine. Family friend Gus Campbell had an RBI double to put the Jackets ahead 1-0 after one. In the second, Pirate Jordan Cruz plundered the Jackets' lead.
That one lined into left field for a base hit, and the throw to the plate is not in time. 1 run scores. 2 runs will score.
I just thought we need to shut this down, get those runs. I need to hit the ball.
The Pirates were just getting started.
That one is deep to left field. It's way back there. It is gone. A home run for Juliet Fogle. A 2-run bomb over the left field wall, and the Pirates take an 8-1 lead.
Fogle launched the cannon off the softball deck to cap an 8-run second inning for her first Matanzas home run.
I just knew I had to wait on it because I've been struggling a little bit with that. I've been really out in front, but I just sat on it, and then I saw it going, and I was like, oh, that was like yesterday in practice, and then I was jogging around before I knew it.
Freshman Mary Grace Seward turned 15 Tuesday and was dancing around the field when the night ended with 2 hits.
The energy was high tonight, and it was really fun, and then, the energy just gets me going.
Ashley Samsell struck out 6 in 3 innings, adding 2 RBI singles. Pirates win 12-1 to improve to 12-1. Cruz on her crew.
This team brings out the best in everyone. This team is very hardworking, very responsible. They're just remarkable.
That game can be seen on the Flagler Radio YouTube channel. The FHSAA will announce boys weightlifting finalists this weekend. Tune in Monday to find out who represents Flagler County. This is your home for local sports, with updates Mondays and Fridays. From the WNZF Sports Desk, I'm Mike Licio.